Hello, it's me, Giddy. Whenever the air gets a little bit cold in Joburg, it always makes me think of playing netball. Specifically, netball matches, because you would run around, you'd be out of breath, and then you'd breathe in that cold, sharp Joburg winter air. It was very painful. The only way to soothe that pain, the only thing that would soothe that pain, was a halftime orange. I first played netball at the private Jewish school that I attended, and I want to say that Jewish girls are not exactly designed for sports. Neither are Jewish boys, but it takes them a lot longer to come to terms with that fact. Some of them still have not. With Jewish girls in sports, it was more like, we have to do something with these girls. Can't let them languish, Can't have Jewish girls having no physical activity. Can we? No, of course we can't. So we played netball, and it was all very good and well, when we played on our home turf at school against each other during practice. But it was a whole other world when we had to play against other schools. Okay? Because that meant we had to play against real girls. Jewish girls lacked a certain fighting spirit, a certain level of aggression that you need to be good at sports, You need to believe that the stakes are high and that winning is important. And I think that belief was just not instilled in us. So we were very scared playing against other girls. We were very scared when we had to, for example, play against black girls because they were far superior to us athletically. They were much better at the game. And also, at that stage in South Africa, we had never interacted with black kids. So that was a whole other world for us. But what was really scary was playing against Afrikaans girls. You see, we got told that, this was just a game. Afrikaans girls did not get the same memo. No. When Afrikaans girls played netball like they were playing for the country. We were playing for citrus fruit. I was a shooter. I was very good at, could almost always get the ball in the basket under certain criteria. I couldn't be goal attack because for goal attack you had to be very athletic and competitive, and I was hopelessly unathletic and uncompetitive. I wouldn't even run as far as that first line that you're allowed to run to as a shooter. My thing was like, you get the ball to me, I'll get it in, but I'm going to stand here. That was my criteria. I had to stand in one place, not be too exerted, and the team would have to get the ball to me, but they would also have to do another thing. They would have to distract my opponent because I was not about to go head-to-head with Mareka. Because we all know who would win that contest. I think, my priority in sports was never win, it was never have fun. It was always don't get hurt. That was my number one priority. And I carry that priority with me to this day in all sporting events. I knew I wasn't going to go pro, okay? I knew that I would need this face. And I didn't know, like all of us, that pivot was just a metaphor for surviving a pandemic. And I want you to know that the only pivot that I acknowledge is the netball pivot. See you tomorrow.